hour ago. And as we shift from this men's Section 3 800, on to the women's 800 meters. Tom Fuhrer joining me for the call. Tom?
Paul, finally, I think I'm with you now. You know, good things come to those who are patient. Wanted to say Bobby Pointer, the ex-USC Trojan. That was a very nice performance by him. To see him, and again, one of the things that's nice about these meets that Jesse Williams and Sound Running puts on is it gives these post-collegiate athletes opportunities, because so many of them will peak well after their collegiate years, and that'll be a through line throughout this meet. Interested to see, Paul, Izzy Thornton-BOTT, from former University of Oregon runner in this one, but more importantly, Aaliyah MILLER, who won the NCAA 800 in 2021, was second in the World Under-20 Championships in 2016, the 9-time Big 12 champion, but has really struggled over the last couple of years. Be interesting to see how she does here.
Yeah, she's fourth from the right as we work our way down. The Missouri Valley champion for Drake University, Emilie Meyer, there on the outside.
And you wonder, too, I was going to say, Paul, you wonder, too, with these post-collegiate, you know, after the season's over, they've been running indoors, they've been running outdoors. Do they have another gear for this postseason type of race?
A couple other, well, two Ducks in this field. Former Ducks, Carly KLEEFELD of SRA Elite is going to race in lane 4, just adjacent to where you see Aaliyah MILLER. Also Anna Connor, World Masters under 35 champion a year ago. As they're going through the introductions here, Hanna BALLOWE, who ran at Virginia Tech, there on the inside next to the pace setter, Georgia Jeanneret, as they're scheduled for this women's race to have the wave light set for about 2:02. And that's the great thing about these, you know, these seeded sections, Tom, too, is, you know, they're all trying to get sort of like a championship flavor racing, and to get into a very competitive race, even though it may not go sub-2, is still going to bode well should they get an opportunity to race at those championship levels later on this summer.
No kidding, and as you pointed out before, conditions are really good, especially for an 800. And the USATF qualifying is 2:00.5, but 2:02.50 will get you into filling the field. And a couple of these athletes are certainly capable of doing that.
And that is one reason why that wave light is going to be pushed just about a half-second click ahead of that 2:02.5, which is called the minimum. Again, there'll be fields filled to a certain number, and if they don't have enough competitors based on the automatic qualifying standard of 2:00.50, then they'll fill the field. Though, as we've seen all season long, Tom, the times are getting faster, and those seed times and those qualifying times are going to start getting adjusted pretty much on an annual basis. And already we've got a little bit of a breakaway here as the pacer Jeanneret, and Miller looking very good here in the early going, right behind her. And then we got a pretty good gap back to LOMELI, who ran for San Diego State, back there in third.
It's really great to see Aaliyah MILLER back in the swing of things. She ran 2:03.24 in June, but she's definitely capable of running something in the 2:01 at least territory. Very big talent. Again, a big game hunter, too. 9 Big 12 championships and a former NC2A indoor championship. She's flying, Paul.
2:00.87, her lifetime best. And as Tom mentioned, 2:03.24 earlier on this season. We look behind her for some movement. That's Emilie Meyer of Drake trying to move up now into 4th position, but Miller trying to hold on to this lead and hold on to the lead over the lights as well. But starting to get a little bit of company here coming off the final turn. She's going to have a battle, and this is where you're going to have to show some strength with less than 100 meters to go. Hermansson, the 11-time national champion for Sweden. You see her legs start to go as she is just trying to get to the finish, and Miller will hold on for the victory. So after a very good first lap, Tom, Miller needing to work on that closing speed and that sustained strength that would get you into those later rounds at the U.S. Championships, but she'll take the victory here just to shade off her season's best in 2:03.54.
Yeah, she had to do a lot of that work from early in the race, and it took a toll down the stretch, but Hermansson didn't have enough to close. Not a bad race for Emilie Meyer there in third. Again, for the collegians, we're going to see one of two things happen. We're going to either see, it's time to close the season off because it's been going on for so long, or we're going to see, hey, they had to run some tactical races at NCAAs and at their conference championships. This might be a time to let loose. So it's going to be interesting to see how much longer they can extend the peak. And you can see the pace setter, did their job about 29 seconds through 200, and then right away, wasting no time, Aaliyah Miller went out to the lead and came through for the finish there. I don't know if she even knew Hermansson was coming up, but she certainly held on for the win.
So those were the two section